Weinstein surrenders to authorities on rape charges.
Meghan Markle is breaking royal tradition in her biggest way yet.
While Prince William is making royal history. We have all the details on that.
Plus, how is Nicki Minaj's new album inspired by the late Princess Diana?
And BTS Army, listen up.
Army, I love you! The K-pop band appeared on Ellen and gave one super sweet shout out to fans.
And Bella twins, Nikki and Brie Bella, are talking all things babies.
Live today on People Now.
Happy Friday! Yay! You guys, not only is it Friday, it's also National Wine Day, okay? And right before a long holiday weekend, what can get better than that? And what are we doing? We need some wine on set. We are lucky we have our resident wino here.
Yay, Tim!
Give a round of applause for Tim. Thank you.
Tim, thank you.
So cheers.
Cheers to that.
To National Wine Day. Thank you so much.
National Wine Day, yes.
Woo-hoo.
Cheers, everybody. In order to get into the wino spirit, we're putting out a People Now poll asking you what type of wine will you be reaching for to kick off the Memorial Day weekend? Red, white, rosé, sangria.
Yeah, this is the important question, you guys. So it is live right now on twitter.com/people. Go vote. We'll be tracking along throughout the show. I want to know what comes out on top. Personally, I'm voting for red.
I can't wait for the answers. I've got red in my glass and I'm very happy.
Yeah, so go vote. But first, we move on to this. Switching gears here. Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein surrendered to authorities Friday morning at a police precinct in New York. The New York Police Department released a statement confirming Weinstein's arrest and thanking the, quote, brave survivors for their courage to come forward. Police sources say he was expected to be fingerprinted and have his mugshot taken while at the precinct. Now, Weinstein was then led out of the police station in handcuffs, where he was placed in a car and taken to New York's Supreme Court to be arraigned on charges of rape, a criminal sex act, sex abuse, and sexual misconduct for incidents involving two separate women. These incidents allegedly took place in 2004 and 2013. Weinstein's attorney said the producer plans to plead not guilty. During the arraignment, a judge set Weinstein's bond at $10 million, or he can pay $1 million in cash. The arrest comes after a 7-month investigation into allegations of sexual harassment and assault against him, and just weeks after a special grand jury was convened to hear the evidence against him. This is according to the New York Daily News. A spokesperson for Weinstein previously told People in a statement that any allegations of non-consensual sex are unequivocally denied by Mr. Weinstein. Stay on people.com for all the latest updates on this story. And coming up, one of Weinstein's most outspoken accusers, Rose McGowan, reacted live to this news on Good Morning America and the Today Show Friday morning. We've got all the highlights from those interviews in just a little bit. All right, guys, just days after Meghan Markle's royal wedding to Prince Harry, the newly minted Duchess of Sussex has received a very special gift, a coat of arms. Now, customized with colors and symbols, a coat of arms is typically given to the father of the bride just ahead of a royal wedding. But amid the drama surrounding Meghan's father, Thomas Markle, in the lead up to the royal wedding, the decision has been made to give the coat of arms directly to Meghan herself, which is a total break in royal tradition. Now, Kensington Palace tweeted an image of the design on Friday, which the Queen helped design, along with a statement describing all of the symbols included, like the blue background of the shield, which represents the Pacific Ocean off the California coast. On the right side of the shield, there are two golden rays to represent the sunshine of Meghan's hometown of LA. And there are 3 quills meant to represent communication and the power of words, a possible reflection of Meghan's activism and her former lifestyle blog, The Tig. Now, beneath the shield is a patch of grass where there's a collection of golden poppies, California's state flower, and wintersweet, which grows at Kensington Palace right outside Meghan and Harry's cozy cottage. I like all these little symbols going on here.
So nice.
Now that Meghan has received her coat of arms, she and Harry can get their own conjugal coat of arms, which will likely be officially unveiled in a couple years. William and Kate's made its debut in September of 2013, just over 2 years after their April 2011 wedding. And speaking of Meghan's new brother-in-law, Prince William is making history himself this week with the news that he will be heading to Israel. This marks the first time a member of the royal family has traveled there on official business. Now, Kensington Palace announced on Thursday that William will tour Jordan, Israel, and the occupied Palestinian territories next month. His trip will begin on June 24th in Amman and will end in Jerusalem on June 28th. Kensington Palace said in a statement that the high-profile visit was, quote, at the request of Her Majesty's government and has been welcomed by the Israeli, Jordanian, and Palestinian authorities.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
All right, guys, Bond is back. Woo! Daniel Craig has signed on for his 5th 007 film, teaming up with Oscar-winning director Danny Boyle. This is so exciting, okay? The official James Bond Twitter account confirmed the news late Thursday, also revealing production is set to begin in December. Now, Craig rejoining the Bond legacy may come as somewhat of a surprise, since the actor claimed in a 2015 interview he'd rather, quote, slash my wrist than do another film. That's what he said. But despite the tough schedule and grueling prep, Craig later apologized for that remark, saying there's no point in making excuses about it. It was 2 days after I finished shooting the last movie, and instead of saying something with style and grace, I gave a really stupid answer. Now, Craig later declared he would play the legendary spy in a 2017 sit-down with Stephen Colbert, but added this would most likely be his last film. I don't know, we'll see about that. The 25th installment in the James Bond franchise is expected to hit theaters November 2019. Okay, get ready for this one, you guys. Nicki Minaj sent shockwaves through social media early Friday when she revealed that she is dating fellow rapper Eminem.
No.
Okay, I know. I still am having a hard time believing this. The news came out after Nicki Minaj teased her new single, Big Bank, with rappers 2 Chainz, Big Sean, and YG on Instagram on Thursday. Now, Nicki referenced Eminem in her lyrics, saying, quote, told him I met Slim Shady, bag BM, once he go black, he'll be back again. Now that line caught the ear of a very attentive fan. When they asked in the comments if she's dating Eminem, she simply replied, yes. So there it is. I don't know, maybe she was teasing them. I'm always kind of a doubter on these things, but people are saying that maybe this means that they're actually dating. So we'll find out. I kind of hope it's happening. I'm sure we'll be hearing some wonderful music collabs from them in the future if this is true.
I really hope they're dating, and I want that album.
I hope they are.
Be number one.
Yeah, you have more for us than Star Trek.
That's right. We're kicking off Star Trek today with a little BFF love. Watch this.
Can't keep my hands to myself. I mean, I could, but why would I want to?
Okay, so we all know that Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez are best friend goals, but after Gomez's surprise appearance at Swift's concert at the Rose Bowl in California, her mom opened up about just how close the two are. In a sit-down interview with Entertainment Tonight, Mandy Teefey said, quote, what I love about that friendship is it's so solid, and with Taylor, I feel like they can tell each other anything, and it will be an honest, in your best interest kind of relationship. No wonder they have such a strong bond. Now, the mom of the superstar also gushed about Swift, saying, quote, with Taylor, what you see is what you get, and she's always been there for Selena. It's so hard to find someone who is kind of the same audience, and it's so cutthroat right now. They came up together, and they just have never parted, so it's really a true friendship. I love that, don't you?
I love it too.
Now watch this.
It's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from?
More Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj used this throwback interview of Princess Diana in 1995 to announce the release of her new album, Queen. In her post, Minaj honored Lady Di, saying, quote, God bless this woman's legacy and every woman who's ever felt like this. Hashtag Queen Diana. Seems like Nicki is dropping major hints about the vibe of her new album, which has an official release date of August 10th. This is the rapper's first album released in nearly 4 years. Her last album, The Pink Print, came out in December 2014. Now, Queen was originally supposed to drop in mid-June, but has been delayed because of, quote, perfectionism. On Instagram, Nicki says that she refuses to give her fans less than her best work and that her waiting is the, quote, better choice. But don't worry, Nicki's already given us a taste of the new music she's working on, posting a snippet of her latest song, Big Bank, to her Instagram Thursday. She loves Instagram. So fans have plenty to munch on before her album finally drops. I cannot wait.
Your fans are called the Army.
Yes.
And do you have anything to say to your fans?
우리 팬들한테 한마디 하고 싶은 거.
Army, I love you! Don't mess with the BTS Army. The boys of the world-famous K-pop band stopped by the Ellen Show where they performed their hit song, Fake Love. And it's safe to say their screaming fans went wild for the performance. But Ellen also made sure to provide a proper welcome with her signature celebrity scare. And here's how it all went down.
And I also want to say...
BTS, you had to know that was coming. And you can check out their full Ellen interview and the scare later today. And those are your Star Treks for today.
All right, stay with us. We have even more details surrounding Harvey Weinstein's arrest. Plus, Brie and Nikki Bella are opening up about children and whether or not Nikki still has baby fever. Stick around for that.
It is no secret that some of your favorite stars have had to undergo major transformations for the roles that have defined their careers. From stuffing their faces with cheeseburgers to downright fasting, there are all sorts of things actors are willing to do for the job. Charlize Theron is no stranger to transforming her body for a role. The gazelle-like South African actress recently packed on almost 50 pounds to play a postpartum mom in the 2018 film Tully.
Mom, what's wrong with your body?
Wow, she pulled the whole thing off by eating lots of bread, pasta, potato chips, a process she initially said she enjoyed. But Theron has admitted that it was harder to gain and lose weight in her 40s than it was in her 20s, like she did to play her Oscar-winning role of serial killer Eileen Wuornos in the movie Monster.
I shot him, all right?
Michelle Pfeiffer was already a slim former pageant girl in the early 80s before she took on the role of Elvira in the mob classic Scarface, but she actually had to lose weight for that part.
What kind of life is that?
Michelle revealed that she lived on a diet of tomato soup and Marlboros to pull off the rail-thin look of the film's cocaine-addicted tragic heroine. She planned it so that she would lose weight as the movie progressed to go along with Elvira's plotline. By the end, she said she was starving, but of course she made it through, unlike Tony and Elvira.
You don't even know how to be a husband.
The notoriously hunky Matthew McConaughey lost some serious weight for his role in Dallas Buyers Club. Matt lost 40 pounds to play the HIV-positive drug addict and AIDS activist Ron Woodruff.
Listen, Tinkerbell, unless you got more cash or new clients, I'm busy.
Despite the shocking appearance, he insisted that he took healthy measures to knock the weight off by eating healthy things like fresh fish in small amounts. And from slimming down to bulking up, Emma Stone put on 15 pounds to play tennis star Billie Jean King in Battle of the Sexes, but not in the way you might think. It was all muscle. Typically slender and willowy Emma had to put in serious work to play the part of the powerhouse athlete convincingly.
Now I'm done talking, let's play.
That's right, so she changed that diet, gulped down those protein drinks, and trained so hard that she was able to deadlift 185 pounds. In the end, she nailed the part, and it seems like she made a lifelong friend, too.
All right, let's check in on our National Wine Day poll. It's a very important poll. Let's see what type of wine is winning for this Memorial Day weekend. So we asked you guys what kind of wine. Looks like, wow, it's really close between red at 28% and rosé at 27%. Okay, so we're gonna have to check in on this at the end of the show as well. So keep taking the poll. Are you surprised that red and rosé are so close?
No, because I think all wine is good wine. They should all be neck and neck.
That's a really good point, Lola. That's a really good point. All right, keep voting, you guys. But now we move on to this. Rose McGowan is one of more than 80 women to come forward with harassment, abuse, or assault allegations against movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. Now, McGowan has accused Weinstein of sexually assaulting her in 1997.
And now with the news that Weinstein has been charged with multiple sex crimes, McGowan is opening up about what this day means to her.
Yeah, she admitted to Amy Robach on Good Morning America Friday morning that she didn't think today would ever come and that she has what she calls a, quote, visceral need to see Weinstein in handcuffs.
When asked whether she'll be in the courtroom during Weinstein's trial and what that would be like for her, McGowan had this to say.
The first time I saw him after he attacked me was on a red carpet, and I threw up in a trash can. I hope tomorrow maybe it's him. Maybe it'll be him that's nauseous, and not me for once. I will be ready for it, and I will sit in that courtroom, and I will support the other survivors all over the world.
McGowan was also interviewed by Megyn Kelly on Friday, calling Weinstein's arrest a, quote, big strike into the heart of abuse of power.
She says Weinstein has haunted her since the alleged incident. Here's a quote from the interview. Predators eat people, and he ate a lot of my life, and I want my life back.
Yeah, very powerful. But she says all that is about to change now that he has been charged. Watch this.
Do you think he thought this day would come?
No. No, he did not.
Because the system was created to protect men like him.
The system was created by men like him. He tied with God for thanks at the Oscars. And to see that constantly and to live in that town, I was there by myself since I was 15, and to see people just lay wreaths at his feet even though they knew. Today is a good day. Since the news broke, even though his face is everywhere, I haven't had a single nightmare.
Wow.
For the first time.
Wow.
You know, I think we're all wondering now, what does this mean for Harvey Weinstein? What does this mean for Hollywood? What's next?
Yeah, Dan Abrams, ABC News chief legal analyst, broke it down on Good Morning America on Friday. Now, he expects prosecutors to talk to the accuser's friends and look into any notes they might have made about the events in question to bolster the case.
And here's what we all want to know. Will Weinstein go to prison, and for how long? Abrams weighed in.
He could face up to 25 years in prison. I think if he's convicted, he will serve time.
Yeah, so that is the big question. I mean, because the first story came out in October. It's been a while, 7 months, and I think that maybe that this is the time that it's going to happen. I think obviously many people want to see this happen.
They do. They want to see their day in court. They want to see him finally convicted. I mean, more than 80 women have come forward, and those are the women who were just brave enough to come forward. There are plenty of others who are probably quietly somewhere just rooting for his demise.
Yeah, so we'll keep on people.com for more information on that. Moving on to this, TLC's new show, Lost in Transition, follows the journey of 4 wives who have recently learned that their husbands want to transition into becoming women.
The series dives into the deeply personal and life-changing decision of gender transformation and the complicated emotions each couple goes through.
We have an exclusive moment from Sunday's upcoming episode. Take a look at this.
Just coming out and saying, hey, I'm this, should not cause this kind of reaction. I'm sorry, it shouldn't.
Okay, so you plan a life with somebody for over 10 years, and all of a sudden, you finally tell me your deep, dark secret. And I'm not supposed to be devastated? I'm not supposed to be concerned?
My mental health, my emotional well-being about this secret that I've kept for 42 years, it's all become about you.
We better stop right now, or I might say some things that you won't like.
You hijacked my damn mental health. You hijacked me being transgender.
It's not about you! Don't you get it?
Whoa. All right. Well, TLC's Lost in Transition airs Sundays at 10/9 Central.
Lauren and JJ have a big announcement. Well, we really wanted this to just be about Nicole and George.
That's all right. That's all right. It's all right.
We're pregnant with number 2. Whoa. Another person around me is having a baby.
Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
I'm done.
What? You're not supposed to announce that it's someone else's party. Things are not looking good for our girl, Nikki Bella. The WWE superstar cannot seem to avoid the Bella baby boom in Sunday's upcoming episode. But we can't complain too much when the babies look like this. Are you kidding me? Bree's little girl, Birdie, recently celebrated her first birthday and already has a very sassy attitude, much like her famous mama and Auntie Coco.
She loves Nicole and doesn't want Nicole to go anywhere, but if you tell her no, she wants to slap Nicole. Like,
I get it all. I'm like, what? How did I turn into the punching bag of Coco?
Like, I'll be like, no, Birdie, and she'll look at Coco and be like,
how dare her slap me? And I'm like, oh.
And then, like, if I'm like, okay, we need to do this. Yes, we do. She'll go. And I'm like, wait a second, what? It's just crazy. It's like, and she's very stubborn. I like to think she gets that after my husband.
Some other people might disagree.
But she's the sweetest baby.
Any big milestones? Is she crawling? Does she say anything yet?
So oh my gosh, actually what she did on her birthday, you guys, it's so sweet. So my husband, he's been overseas wrestling with WWE, and so he was very upset that he was missing her first birthday. So
I was filming, by the way. Filming them,
and we're FaceTiming Brian, and she goes, Dada. And we all were like, oh. And then she goes.
You're just there for the moment, right?
I'm filming it for
Brian's
them.
just like crying, but and then she just goes da, in like the highest, cutest voice. Like,
we can tell, obviously, you love being a mom. Any talk about expanding the family? Any more kids?
My husband is dying to like have baby number 2. I said in 2019 we can start trying. I would love it.
2019.
One more little story at WWE. I would love to get back in the ring. Even if it was another fun thing like the Royal Rumble. I miss the ring a lot.
Yeah, get back in that ring. I like that. It looks like little birdie started everything for Nicole, who opened up about her own baby fever and how she can't wait to start a family of her own.
Birdie started everything.
Okay.
The moment she came into this world, I think it's because even though she's not my daughter, it's the first time I've ever experienced unconditional love. And so I'm like, I really want this for myself. And don't get me wrong, it's also been a really good form of birth control that I wanted to wait for a while because seeing not only her labor,
sleepless nights.
and you're gonna see this on this season of Total Bellas, how we make a comeback to the Royal Rumble, which is the first ever women's Royal Rumble for the WWE, extremely historic. Seeing her balance that and how we have our companies, Bella Radici and Birdie B, how she balances it all with Birdie, I feel like I need naps. Like, I give it to career moms because to me that is so beyond like difficult. So I have massive baby fever, but I want to wait.
Yeah, but a stay-home mom, I give them a lot of credit too because you're there.
I need to save my money because I want a night nurse and I want a nanny.
Yeah.
So I have my own savings account now.
Just for that.
Yeah, because I look at her and I'm like, oh
The
man.
lifestyle savings account.
Yes,
is what-
exactly.
All right, guys, the holiday weekend is almost here. It is National Wine Day, if you haven't heard us talking about it. Raise your glass. Naturally, we're celebrating with some wine of our own. Cheers, cheers. So let's see what wine you're all planning on sipping on. We did this whole poll.
That's right.
We gotta know what's gonna come out on top.
Okay. All right, 28% red, 26% white, 27% rosé.
Oh, wow.
And only 19% for sangria.
I'm just happy that red came out on top because that's my go-to, and I just wanted to win.
Me too.
Yeah, you guys
Drinks
have
on you, girl. Drinks on you
Yeah,
this
and you guys
afternoon.
have some really funny tweets about it too. Missy says, we need an all of the above option. That is true.
That's right. That's my type of girl. And Shauna Milani tweeted, I just bought a rosé at Trader Joe's today. All right. I'm
Yeah, and
coming
usually
over.
pretty cheap at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's good.
We'll be asking you guys new question of the day on Tuesday, so come back then. Coming up next week, The Bachelorette is back, people. We are recapping Becca Kufrin's premiere episode and all of her new suitors. Plus, we're talking to Claire Danes, Octavia Spencer, and Jim Parsons about their new movie, A Kid Like Jake. You don't want to miss it.
And so much more. So thanks for watching and have a great day and have a happy Memorial Day weekend.
Bye.